Good morning. This is a session on palmistry, and of course, it has been some time, and of course, I was not able to give you the readings. So finally, it's the. I mean, finally, I am able to give you the readings again. You had queries regarding your marriage and few other things, but I thought, why not give the whole detailed reading as well? So yeah, let us start with the reading. Now, first of all, there looks to be a good amount of independence seen in your hand. Okay, somewhere you look to be a very independent person, right from the word go. So even as a child, you must have been a very independent person or a very independent child, thinking on your own, right? And the headline also looks to be fine. It looks straight across, and it looks to be fine. Somewhat sort of a practical person, and but yeah, there are small islands over here. So this is the age where the island is seen, and this is approximately at the age of let's say around the age of 24, 25, or maybe around 26, where you would have felt a lot of anxiety, tensions, and hypersensitivity. So all these kind of things must have come by, because I can see a small island over here, which above which a cross is also there. So it's got to be something really serious. But yeah, then it gets over. That is the island gets over, and we can see a square. So whenever we see this square, we always know that it's a good period, right? And then the island also gets over around the age of say 30, 31ish or so. So after the age of at least 32, 33 onwards, I see a lot of improvement happening in your mind as well. Somewhere the mind is progressing, and somewhere the mind would be much more stabler. But before that, let's say around the age of in the 20s or even before 20s, things would have been really difficult in terms that there would have been a lot of mental confusion. There will be a lot of there will be a lot of difficulties in general mind wise, anxiety and things like that would have been there. But then it looks to have been evolved a lot since then, and things look to be progressing in your hand. Also, I see a lot of random lines all over the palm. You can see lines over here, then a lot of lines over here. So yeah, this generally indicate towards some sort of a nervousness, some sort of uh, a nervousness, or maybe hypersensitivity, and yeah, that is also quite seen in the hand. Now, going about your lifeline. Your lifeline again, if we look to this part of the lifeline, there looks to be a lot of troubles. Okay, there are a lot of horizontal lines cutting across, and they go so at least till this age, right? And coincidentally, we see that also collaborating or somewhere having a same timing to the headline. So somewhere I feel that at the age of 32, 33 onwards, or after the ages of 32, 33, there looks to be a lot of improvement in life. Things would get much more stabler, and somewhere I feel that you will progress a lot in your life. So yeah, 32, 33 onwards, somewhere things look to be improving. Also, there is a very strong effort line seen at this point. Okay, that is at the age of let's say 32, 33. So there would have been a lot of effort being put at 32 or so. And but yeah, somewhere I see that there is confusionness in that effort as well. So if you're more clearer as to what that effort is about, progress can be a bit difficult. But after then, we see a lot of positive lines, like lines going out, right, especially towards the mount of moon, and this indicates towards journeys or travels. So we can expect at 35, 36, okay, 34, 35, 36, or in those zones to be a lot of travels to be present, right. And also I see, the lifeline is very smooth in the end. It goes nice and curved. So yeah, there is a lot of smoothness seen in the later half of the life. Now, of course, apart from that, if we go by the parallel influence line, there looks to be a strong influence of someone starting from the age of, let's say 15, 16. So someone might have died at that age, 14, 15, or maybe some sort of a strong influence is seen at that point. Then two more influences are seen over here. So one over here and then another over here. So and these ages look like around 17, 18. So two strong influences at around 17 and 18. Okay, maybe someone came to your life at that point or something like that. Now the influence lines actually disappear after this age. Okay, so what I can say is that and also the stress lines. So yeah, there will be some sort of a relief, we can say, from 33, 34 onwards, and it's going to be a good period. But then what I feel is that somewhere the nervousness is a lot. Somewhere you need to calm down. There looks to be a lot of restlessness in the hand. Okay, and there looks to be sort of but yeah, the hand is very, very genuine, what we can say, very refined, very cultured. So somewhere you look to be a very refined and cultured person, a person who values refinedness, a person who's very methodical, and at times you can, like what to do, or the color combinations and all those kind of things can be very good. Now I see two things here. One is the split on the headline. Now this generally indicates towards writing ability, and you can see a loop over here as well. So somewhere this indicates towards writing skills. Okay, this also indicates towards fighting skills. Okay, so you will fight the difficult situations and will be some sort of a winner. And also it indicates towards writing skills or traveling folk. Anything can be there. So you might travel a lot or you might write a lot, but I would definitely generally prefer, or I would tell you to go more for writing, because I see a lot of potential in writing in your hand as well. Now apart from that, quite a broad quadrangle. Now this generally indicates towards a person who's quite broad minded. Okay, you are like, you are a person who's quite broad minded, you're into a lot of fields, and yeah, but because the thumbs and fingers look to be quite straight, somewhere the fingers are quite straight, and yeah, so you are rigid on certain matters. Somewhere you are fixed on various things, and if they are not done in a certain way, you might get upset. So yeah, there is a sense of stubbornness, not too much but a bit. It's definitely there. But the thumb is long and strong, so we are looking at a strong personality. Again, you have this healing striate, and this indicates towards a lot of healing abilities, right? And yeah, so you can talk with people who face difficulties, and somehow you will have the ability to help them out. So yeah, the healing striate is also clearly seen in the hand. And apart from that, I see a very clear cut triangle over here, right? Very clear cut triangle. So somewhere I feel through your communication and your creativity, you can really do really well. Okay, so the creativity part and the writing part or communication part somewhere will do wonders for you in times to come. And apart from that, I see a slightly lower set small finger. So somewhere you can have that a bit of shyness present. It might be difficult for you to interact with large number of people, and it also appears that you will be some sort of a sensitive person, because again there is the girdle of Venus which is making its way, and there are a lot of lines on Sun. So a lot of creativity, creative into a lot of sides, but you are just trying on too much or trying on too many different fields. If you be very specific to a single specific field, I see a lot of potential, especially in creativity. Sensitive person, again counseling type of things can be highly preferred. Again, I see a very strong Saturn in your hand, a very strong Saturn. So quite strong about life. You take life quite seriously. But also Apollo is stronger than Jupiter. This is rare and generally not so much found in a girl's hand. It indicates towards it indicates somewhere that that you are a person who, yeah, for whom fame is important, dominance is not. You will not be a dominating person, rather you will be a very good follower of things. You can be very good in creative fields, you might be good in sports, things like that. Family is very important for you. Family and family life somewhere is very important for you. And again, it's sort of an indicator in your hand that you are a person who's more soft on others, more rational on others, and somewhere the dominance and all these kind of qualities are not seen from the hand. Also, you look to be more so of a friendly person generally, because there are a lot of vertical lines all over the palm. So yeah, more so of a friendly person. Definitely a lot of friendliness and very sympathetic. You can see a lot of horizontal bars cutting across. So yeah, both the things are present. And also in the hand, I see that job wise, job wise, there looks to be a shift around the age of 35. The line shifts. Before that, also, around 32 or 33, 31 or so, you might involve in some other activity, but then 35 onwards, there is a shift, and then the line goes. But there are a lot of breaks and sort of changes on the career line, so somewhere we can expect changes in career, but more so a drastic change in careers to be seen at 35 years of age. Right. Apart from that, we can see a lot of small branches from heartline coming and going down. So yes, this indicates towards emotional upset. Okay, but then yeah. So the heart-wise things look be quite delicate, and somewhere emotional upsets are seen. Somewhere you might have become sensitive because of that. So yeah, there is an element of some sort of oversensitivity. Also, an element of oversensitivity is seen. But yeah, if we go about totality, a very refined, very cultured, friendly person, polite, very organized, very soft-hearted person, and somewhere I also see that you will also be having a very strong personality because the thumb is quite strong. Headline is improving in general, so we can expect a lot of improvement in thinking, mind-wise, and the amount of stresses will also be reducing. I see major stress occurring at this juncture, at this juncture, at this juncture, this and this and this. So these most would have been the junctures. Like for example, this comes to be around 17, then this one around 22, 23, this around 25, 26, then this one around 27, 29, and 32. So these might be the years when you would have felt some sort of a severe stress or difficult situation. And I also see a small island over here, so there would have been a lot of stress around the age of 24, 25, 26. Was there also a financial issue around 25, 26? Because it somewhere also indicates in the palm that through an island sort of a thing is present. Anyways, we also understood that you are very good in creative fields. Health wise, I don't see any major issue, but yes, maybe the top part near the neck, somewhere there might be a problem, but apart from that, it looks fine. Some sort of a nervousness and oversensitivity is seen. Also, this small curve is seen. This sometimes indicates towards psychic abilities and the abilities to judge the future. So, somewhere I also see a lot of psychic abilities in you. So yeah, this is general about your palm, and again, of course, you wanted to also have a look into the side of the palm, which indicates towards the marriage and the strong relationships. So I see a very thin line. Thin line does indicate towards daughters or does indicate towards a female child, whereas a thick bent finger indicates towards a male child. So yeah, we can say that there would be a male child and a female child. There are good chances of that, but again, these lines are not definitive in nature. They have different meanings at different times. But yes, as far as the general thinking is concerned, that indicates towards one male and one female child. So yeah, that's mostly it about your palm. And yeah, if you have any more questions, you can share. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye bye.